want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Bortles will try again on 2nd down. And Austin Safarian-Jenkins has it. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down.
Here we go.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Cameron Wake in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. And connecting here with DJ Shark. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's go. Green 80, green
play action. Now it's Bortles. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. Cameron Wake in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here we go on 4th down with Bortles. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, Miami gets ready to take over again on offense. Look back to the last week of the preseason. To be frank, not that anybody cares about week 4 of the preseason, but 34-7 over the Atlanta Falcons. But let's talk about
the Dolphins.
Let's talk about the start of the regular season. How's their schedule shaping up?
Well, they're going to play all their games in their own conference, all AFC games, and one divisional game against the New York Jets in week 2. But let's just start with the Tennessee Titans. To me, this comes down to a battle of quarterbacks that have to ascend. Marcus Mariota for Tennessee, and of course Ryan Tannehill for Miami. If those quarterbacks make their leap, as they have to, their teams are going to have good years. But if you focus in on the Dolphins, they really need Tannehill to take control of this team.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was looking for Parker that time. Well, with that incompletion, gives us a chance to get Charles Super Bowl picks. We've done this the last couple years going into week 1. Who do you have this season?
Well, it wouldn't surprise anyone at all for Philadelphia and New England to do it again, this time in Atlanta. But I think it's going to be a couple of different teams out of both divisions. All right, both conferences, I should say. I think coming out of the NFC, I really like Atlanta.
Wow.
I think they're going to get back to the Super Bowl again. At the AFC, I think it's going to be Pittsburgh. And ultimately, I'm taking Atlanta to hoist the trophy.
And you know where the Super Bowl is this year.
It is in Atlanta. The first time ever we're going to have a home team win in their home stadium.
You heard it here first. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. On play action, now Bortles. A throw left side, complete to his receiver Westbrook. And he's taken down down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. Over the middle, complete. It's Cole. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
On play action, it's Bortles. Kenner here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Bortles looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. And they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
380.
They do go for it. It's Bortles. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Bortles going to come up here on 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. Now a play fake. Bortles rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home, down he goes. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags.
380.
From midfield, here's Bortles. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cole. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 50 yards. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Dolphins now. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Gavin Escobar, his big tight end, was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Want to make a quick pivot here for a second to get your MVP predictions going into week 1 of this season. Do you have Rodgers, Brady, Wentz, Brees, or is it somebody kind of off the radar a little bit?
Yeah, maybe a Russell Wilson because the offense runs through him now in Seattle, and quarterbacks always get the first look. But I'm going with a running back, Todd Gurley, Los Angeles Rams. I think he's a threat for 1,000 yards on the ground and 1,000 yards through the air. He's that type of a player.
So you're going Gurley. What about Deshaun Watson? Any shot there?
Certainly. Look at the numbers.
It got his man complete. That goes for a gain of 31. First down now, but the clock continues to move. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to the air, Tannehill on 2nd down. Got a man open, that's Devontae Parker complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go, and of course they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And not the prettiest kick he'll ever have, as this one just does manage to stay inside the right upright and creep over the crossbar. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now on second down, this is Gore. And he's got some space here. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Miles Jack coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Play. Come on. Tiger. Hey, here we go. Hip.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. And his throw is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Tannehill looking deep down. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. On first down, it's Gore. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Tannehill. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
That's be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively, and now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
that's exactly what they're putting it up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Mika Fitzpatrick made the play defensively, the first-round pick out of Alabama.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
He's got him in. Complete. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
To throw, it's Bortles. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now Bortles again. Flushed out right. A bullet throw, but incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, he's got a big leg, and when everything comes together, he can certainly hit from long range, but this one's going to come up just a little bit short. A very good effort, though.
They'll start on the ground with Gore. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
an opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Back now in Miami. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The Dolphins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Miles Jack in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Dolphins going on fourth. It's Tannehill. Got a man. It's Amendola. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. On the handoff, it's Gore. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Stills the intended target. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Fournette. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. This is Yeldon on the dump off. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. Bortles now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cole. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Bortles to Cole for the Jacksonville first. Bortles going to come up here on 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. He's back to throw. Safarian Jenkins has it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. A first down carry now for Yeldon, and he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. He will push his way down to about the 14. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now it's Tannehill. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. This defense so strong all afternoon long. Well executed again there.
This is a group that really functions well off of each other, no matter what.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. He couldn't hook up with Amendola there. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
So now the onus will fall on the shoulders of Josh Lambeau. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is good. And the Jaguars have won.